Hi, my name is Johnson, Prince Johnson, or Empire 007. That's the name that I used in the business. Um, I'm Kenyan, despite my two English names, and I'm a car restorer. I restore and modify cars, preferably the old ones. I like them classic. And the farthest I've gone to get a car, it was in Samburu. I've gone to take a Pajero, an old Pajero. I went all the way there and I got the car. Then when I came back, it was all rusted. It was quite a disappointment. Yeah, but I didn't care about much. I'm in for the thrill and for the adventure, so there's nothing to lose.
Okay.
Yeah.
And since you're a car enthusiast, have you named your cars before? Some that are still maybe within your possession.
Yeah, I've named quite a few. The Volkswagen Combi, I call it Daisy. That's why it has those girlish colors, and this one behind here, I call it the Dictator, because mostly it was used by dictators or people in power. Someone who was quite big in the Moise government, he used to own it, and that's why it's still in quite remarkable state. Yeah, so basically, I think Daisy, there's Dictator, then there's another one I used to call Rambo. It was 4x4. So I used to call it because it was strong. It could take me anywhere I want. I used to do mad skip with it. Yeah.
What's the longest time you've taken to do a car pimping session, and
Oh.
what's the shortest time?
I've ever done 3 years. Uh, I was doing a Land Rover, and it took me quite a long time because trying to get spares, and it was crazy. And Land Rovers, most of the time, they're not compatible with other car parts. It's not like Volkswagen is compatible with Mercedes and Audis and all that. So it took me a lot of time, like 3 years. I also have another Land Rover. I have right now. I haven't worked on it. Bought it, but I haven't worked on it for 4 years. It still lies in the shamba. And but the shortest I've ever done a car was a month. I got it. I redid the whole car from scratch for a month. That time I had the money and the time, so I did that. And yeah, and actually this one behind this Volkswagen, I've worked on it for 2 weeks. I was doing it the same time with the other combi. I was doing them simultaneously, and I've worked on them for 3 weeks. Yeah, but I'm still working on it. I'm working on the interior. Yeah, to make one. Yeah.
So do you sketch up an idea of what you want the car to be, or do you get an idea of what you want the car to be once you see it?
Most of the time, the idea comes later. I always know what I want, the shape of the type of car I want, and the shape. Once I get it, then I take my time and research and see how I can modify it. And mostly I draw. If I can draw on paper, I believe I can do it. So also the internet helps me a lot. Most of the time I'm always watching 24/7 YouTube, things about cars, modifications, and all that. I take my time to research.